Live from the pages of NZV8 Magazine. There is nothing like the sight and sound of a V8. This is NZV8TV. Brought to you by Smiths Group, Total Car Care Automotive Products. Be it a lazy, rumbling big block in a 59 Cadillac, a small block race engine screaming its guts out at 9,000 RPM in a NASCAR, a flame-spitting, methanol-burning sprint car engine, or even an 8,000 horsepower full-blown nitro-burning funny car engine. A V8 is a V8. Ford, GM, Holden, Mopar, whatever your flavour, a V8 is the only engine to have stood the test of time and become part of automotive folklore. And we've got it all here on NZV8 TV. Today we're at the petrol head heaven that is the Beach Hop in Whangamata. I get to check out what in my opinion is the coolest drag car ever brought into New Zealand, Kevin McGregors Pontiac GTO. And while we're getting all emotional, we check out the brutal beauty that is Wayne Grimmer's Plymouth Cuda and see it go head to head with the equally mental duster of Sam Levine.
Whangamata. Once a year, the people, the culture and the cars get together. It's called the Beach Hop. It's a place where people can come and show off their shine and show off their V8 power.
One of the standouts at this year's Beach Hop was the stunning Easy Peel Galaxy of Mike Kitson.
Mike Kitson, it's my 63.5 Galaxy XL500. The car I've had for about two and a half years. It's had a major build with the chassis off. It won Cuda in 2008, People's Choice, best street machine. It's got a 514 cubic inch big block Ford in it with approximately 600 horsepower, plus a 250 horsepower nitrous kit. I've raced it twice without the nitrous so far. We're going to use a bottle nostalgic drag. It's doing an 11.7 with about 118 mile an hour. It's a good family car. Got 3 kids. We can put them in there and cruise down to Whangamata, up to Mangawai. Red leather interior. The interior was done by Jason Luce from Cut Loose in Kimu. All the electrical was rewired by Wayne Grimmer from Western Auto Electrical. And the panel and paint was done by Green Park Panel and Paint, which myself and my brother owns.
I'm Noddy Watts. I'm one of the crew that puts the Beach Hop on. This is Beach Hop number 9. We started in 2001 with 4,000 people and 100 cars. And over the years, she's grown pretty quickly. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. We do this because we can. We love the culture, the 50s and 60s. We love the cars, we love the music, we love the people, getting dressed up. And let's celebrate that golden era in our history. We're expecting well over 1,000 cars. We've got probably 900, close to 1,000 here already. So by the time Saturday rolls around, it will be huge. And we've got people from Australia, hundreds of Australians here, and we actually give them a little swing tag with Aussie on it so we can identify them. No, we love them. And you've got lots of Australian car shows. We've got Americans here as well. And I've had my crew just about in tears because people come up to them and say, this is the best car show in the world. You can forget anything, and that feedback to the crew is why they do it.
As you can tell, I'm Australian. I've been in the country 5 years. And I bought the car as a rolling shell from Palmerston North Swap Meet, and I've been coming to Beach Hop from the first year I was in the country. It's registered as a 1923 T-model Ford, but when you look at a picture of a 1923 model Ford, it really doesn't look like this. People say, well, what's the engine? Is that 2 engines bolted together? And I say, no, it's 2 superchargers. Oh, two. How does that work? Their first questions. Took 5 months to get everything together to make it run. When we first put it together, it didn't run first go, which was a bit disappointing, but second attempt, same day, kicked her in the guts and away she went. Twin Holies, the superchargers are twin GM 671 superchargers. This car is street legal the way it sits, zoomy pipes and all. People ask how many skulls are on it. There's 94 individual skulls on it at the moment. Skull indicators, took me 10 months to get them from America and they finally arrived. The vehicle represents me. I'm an ex-tattooist and body piercer, and as you can tell, like I'm into skulls and stuff, and it's just like riding a bike, except for I don't have to wear a helmet. You know? Wind in the hair, but I haven't got any, but the beard makes up for it. Hi, my name is Paul Anderson. This is my car, and you are watching NZV8 TV.
And obviously taking inspiration from Paul's old school twin supercharged T-bucket, one of the most popular attractions at Beach Hop was the largest ever gathering of supercharged street cars.
It's a 69 Mustang Fastback with a 514 cube supercharged engine.
Now, we've seen you as a feature car in V8 before.
It's a 460 big block, which I've stroked to 514 cubes, 671 supercharger, twin 850 double pumper Demons, C6 auto with a 9-inch diff. I've owned the car for 10 years and it's been, you know, a labour of love pretty much over 10 years. At factory it was a 351 Windsor, obviously under the bonnet, so yeah, it's highly modified.
It's a 671 billet supercharger from the blower shop in the USA. It's got a water-cooled intercooler, 16 injectors and 150 horsepower nitrous.
Now, what does a supercharger do for a car?
Supercharger is forced induction, so basically what you're doing, you're forcing the air through the manifolds and into the heads rather than the heads have to suck it through a carburetor, so obviously it's a huge increase in horsepower.
And how much horsepower can you get out of a supercharger?
It's unlimited, depending on how strong your motor's built and how much you overdrive them. Some of the top drag races in America, like 3,000-4,000 horsepower, so they're running big units. As long as you've got a low enough compression ratio, because the supercharger forces the air in, you can't run a high compression motor, because what happens is you'll get detonation and destroy it. So it's very important to realise that when you put a supercharger on a car, lower your compression ratio. If you've got a 7.5 to 1 compression ratio, you supercharge it, it might push it up to 10.5 or more. So yeah, unless you're running a real high octane gas, you could get yourself into trouble. It's the nitrous oxide injection. Obviously we've got the injectors into the top of the supercharger here. Supercharger itself here, which is a billet supercharger I said before. This unit here is an intercooler, which is a water-cooled intercooler. There's an ice tank in the back which puts water through the, cools down the air-fuel mixture, which actually gives us about 60 to 80 more horsepower. And all that's driven obviously by the blower belt in the beginning at the front of the motor there. Some of the shops in New Zealand, you can get a basic weigh-in type supercharger for about $5,000, full setup, less carbs. A setup like this is probably, you're more looking at it with the intercooler, probably about $15,000.
So what you're saying, Ross, is it's kind of like a turbocharger, but a whole lot cooler looking. And another fun supercharger news, apparently it takes more horsepower than a V8 supercar just to drive the blower on a top fuel nitro funny car.
Mate, this is amazing. I tell you, the quality of cars in New Zealand is astonishing.
Well, how does it compare to the Aussie scene, for instance, mate?
Mate, the Aussie scene's very good. It's getting really better. The quality of cars getting better, but the quality of car here is just unbelievable.